We're going to get into the truck driver that unalive people on the Florida Turnpike. Truck drivers been complaining about this for the past 15 years. And truck drivers knew this was going to happen. They been knew it was going to happen. So we're going to get into it and see the Lieutenant Governor of Florida want to pick them up. Now, when we get into this video, I'm going to just be honest with you. Truck drivers was complaining about this and been trying to stop this, but nobody did nothing. There's law that been on the books. There's been drivers since 2010 that's been seeing a rampant thing of different groups of people coming here and driving trucks that messed up the industry, and that's why you're paying more. And we're going to get into it. So, let's see.
We continue to follow the latest on that deadly turnpike crash on the Treasure Coast, making headlines across the country. Around 1 o'clock this afternoon, Florida's Lieutenant Governor took custody of the undocumented truck driver, Harjinder Singh. He is facing vehicular homicide charges after making an illegal U-turn that killed 3 people.
Now, this is Moment Singh. We've seen getting on a plane with Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins. Unclear when he'll be booked into the St. Lucie County Jail. Both state and federal officials repeatedly said Singh was in the U.S. illegally, but there are still questions over his declared political asylum status and federal work permits he may have received.
Caleb Califano joining us now live near the turnpike with a message from the Lieutenant Governor. Caleb?
Well, that plane is currently on its way back to Florida, but as you said, before any of that happened, the newly appointed Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, he did hold a press conference in Stockton, California today, and he was highly critical of California's state leadership. This video captures Harjinder Singh being escorted onto a plane headed back to Florida. Just before that, Florida Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins talking to the press in Stockton, California, traveling across the country to bring back Singh, who is accused of being behind the wheel of a tractor-trailer attempting an illegal U-turn on the Florida Turnpike on August 12th. The incident led to a crash and the death of 3 people in another vehicle in St. Lucie County. Today, Collins argued Singh should have never been behind the wheel or in the country in the first place.
Well, we're here in California because when this tragic accident happened and 3 Floridian lives were lost, he fled back to California, where in 2018 he illegally crossed the border, came here, and ended up getting a commercial driver's license, a CDL.
State leadership said federal authorities conducted language tests on Singh after the crash and that they failed. Investigators say during the test he only provided correct answers to 2 of the 12 verbal questions and only accurately identifying 1 of 4 highway traffic signs. During the press conference, the Lieutenant Governor repeatedly blamed California Governor Gavin Newsom's policies on issues like illegal immigration, saying they put Americans at risk.
I hope and pray that California gets their stuff together and the voters are listening, where your governor, your leadership cares more about American citizens and California citizens rather than making laws that support illegal immigration, that put people's lives at risk.
Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom's office responding to Collins' visit, sending WPBF 25 News this statement, which reads in part, Florida let a murder suspect walk. California police had to step in and arrest him. And now Florida's new LG is staging a photo op to pick him up. The guy who lost to Mickey Mouse is now proving that California's so-called sanctuary laws actually work. Now at this time, it's unclear when Singh will return back to South Florida or where he'll be tonight. As soon as we learn more, we'll make sure to keep you updated on air and online. For now, we're live. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
Now, both sides is full of it. Florida let him walk away. It's true. Sanctuary policies don't work. Now, can you blame California? Yes or no? He got his license from Washington State, not from California. That's where he got it from. If you don't know, CDL falls on the commercial. Commercial falls on the federal. So how was he even able to get a CDL? So who's to blame is the federal government and not the states. That's who to blame. Yeah, because they did it. But they're not going to admit to that. Florida did wrong because they let him walk away. Yeah, but Florida ain't going to say that. Florida should have took him in custody right then and there. Marco Rubio put a pause on visas for truck drivers. A pause. There should be non-domiciled. There should be no more non-domiciled CDLs. There's no trucker shortage. It's a lie. It's so they can bring these people in and pay them less. That's what these big corporations do. And risk your life as an American. But nobody's saying that. Isn't that funny? But some people want to lean left and lean right when both sides is full of it. Left and right. Because they all putting policies in. Nobody's benefiting off of it as an American. But for some reason, other people benefit off the policies that you don't benefit off of. But yeah, just vote these people in. The left and the right is full of it. Plain and simple. That's why life is getting rougher for you, harder for you, more and more and more behind being egotistic and acting like the left is better than the right and the right is better than the left when both sides is full of it. Right? But nobody's going to say that. But remember, Marco Rubio put a pause. He didn't say he's going to stop it. He put a pause on it. Okay? So, like I said, truck drivers been complaining about this. Nobody wanted to do nothing when truck drivers was complaining about it. They let it slide because, you know, some lobbyists was benefiting off of it. Now a lot of stuff been going on, and this ain't new. What happened in Florida? This been going on for the past 15, 17 years. Now they decided to do something about it. Now. The only reason why you see so much about it now is because of social media. If it wasn't because of social media, you wouldn't even hear about it. On that note, peace and love, man. I'll catch you on the next one. And if you see me looking to the left or to the right, sorry, the camera's right here. My monitors is over here. So I have a tendency to look because I'm talking and I see things moving, and so my peripheral automatically goes that way. But peace and love, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stop being fooled for these people. These people are going to give you a rougher life. It's already happening. All right? Peace and love.